Hi everyone, today I just want to go through what's on the screen here, 12 key attributes for becoming great at what you do. This here is my Bible. I go by it, I breathe by it every morning. I look at this, I go through my day, I look at it 2 or 3 times a day, and at night I make sure that I have went through these 12 key attributes, and if I haven't, I'll tick it off, say I failed in this category. All right, and this is one of the things that I use to try and better myself, because you all know that you should be striving to be a better version of yourself every single day. So let's go through this. So number 1 is having a clear vision for the future you want to create. Now that's a big one, because I guarantee you go down the street, you ask 100 people what their vision is and where they're going in life, 99% of them will tell you they have no idea. So you need to have a clear vision, you need to have a clear target in life of where you're going, because if you don't have a clear vision of where you're going, how are you going to get there? All right, how are you going to get to the destination? For example, if you're trying to reach Miami, but you don't know that's where you want to go, how are you going to get to Miami? You see what I mean? If you put in the GPS, all right, if you want to go to Miami and you put in you don't set it in the GPS is not going to know the target you're aiming for. So it's very important to have goals, all right, and the best way to do that is having goal cards. All right, by having a goal card, all right, write down what is it you really, really want. Doesn't matter how big it is, actually the bigger the better, right? Because the bigger your goal is, the more changes you're going to have to do in your life to achieve it. So don't worry about how you're going to achieve it, but think about what is it you want. The what will always come before the how. So write yourself your goal, as big, dream as big as you want, right? Write down your goal, and every single day look at your goals, all right? Every single time you've got a minute during the day, grab your goal card, check your goals, and start suppressing it in your unconscious mind. The more you do that, all right, the more you look at it, the more you suppress it in your unconscious mind, eventually, your subconscious mind is going to start taking action on whatever your goal is. I don't want to harp on too much about goals, all right, and having a clear vision. But if you want to listen to more and find out more, all right, by one of the best, all right, is listen to Earl Nightingale, a Strangest Secret in the World, all right, and he'll take you through that better than I ever would. Put a link below, all right, have a look at it. And I recommend that you listen to that recording for 30 days consecutive. So, second one is never complain about anything you can't change or are willing to change or do something about. Self-explanatory. Alright, there's so much things out there that you could complain about. There's so much negativity out there, so much things that could probably extremely annoy you, what you cannot change. So there's no point complaining about it. All you're doing by complaining about these things, all right, is feeding your subconscious mind with negativity, right? And that is the last thing you want to do. You want to try and replace your negative thoughts by positive thoughts. Every time you think negative, replace your thought by something positive. Right, and number 3 is learn something new today and every day that will help you become better and closer to your goal. Again, whatever you've written on this card, and I totally appreciate that people have a 9-to-5 job to go to, right? But every night you should strive to learn something new, which is going to help you to achieve that. All right, the way I like to do it is learn something, implement it, teach it. And the reason why is because if you learn something, you implement it, you know it works, you know how it works, and then teach it, you get to learn it twice. And when you learn something to teach it, you'll learn something completely in a different way than you would if you're just trying to learn something for yourself. So that is one on learning. Number 4 is break a sweat every day for physical exercise. Emotion is created by motion. This unlocks great ideas, creativity, and your inner genius. Now, I go to the gym at 5:30 every single morning without fail. All right, and that is where I get most and the best of my ideas. It's in between the gym, and after the gym, usually before I start working, I do 30 minutes meditation, and they are the 2 points in my day which I get most and my biggest ideas. As it just says there in front of you, emotion is created by motion. So it's very good. Try it. Make sure you go to the gym, you break a sweat, and once you start getting into that, I guarantee you that you'll start thinking about what's the day ahead, and that's where you'll get your best ideas. Number 5, give away that you wish you want to get more of. Again, there's a few laws which cannot be cheated by, all right? And one of them is the law of compensation, right? Whatever you give, you will receive in return. So give more of what you want. You want more help, give more help. You want people to care about you more, care about others. And that's a simple fact, and I guarantee you, if you start doing that, that on its own will change the way you see things, and it'll change the way people see you. Number 6, don't be cheap in the process of making yourself great. Alright, what I mean by that is, if you need to learn something, don't just go out there and buy a cheap course. Buy something, a good course, good value. If you need tools, buy good tools, don't buy cheap, nasty tools. To be honest with you, you end up paying probably twice, and you accelerate your way to success so much more by getting the proper stuff, the proper lessons, the proper mentorship, by not cut corners, by trying to be cheap. If something's too expensive, wait a bit, save on it, and then buy whatever you need. Number 7, simplify everything. Again, there's a lot of stuff out there which looks extremely complicated, but in fact could be very, very simple. So anything you approach, think about it first, and think about how you could simplify your task. Again, once you start mastering this will change your life. Don't settle for good enough, strive for excellent in everything you do. That's a big one that I used to struggle with a lot. I used to do something and go, yeah, that's good enough, that'll do, get it out there. And I mean, in between getting something good enough, don't get me wrong, some stuff are out your hands, but you should always strive to make something better the next day, and the next day. You need to strive and making yourself better every single day. So number 9, don't be busy, be effective, efficient and productive. Again, that's one that I struggled with a lot, alright? So I used to come and be busy. Now, the best way to make sure you're being effective, efficient and productive instead of being busy is do your biggest task and the task you hate the most first. First thing in the day, alright? Come and do your worst task first, and everything else you're going to do during the day is going to seem effortless and easy, and you'll get into momentum instead of like scrolling Facebook or whatever it is that you do. Right, just by doing that, you could probably double your income. Number 10, take responsibility for everything, be in control and make things happen. It's always easier to blame somebody else or something else or your circumstance instead of blaming the way you went around things and why you have really, really failed. Because deep down, anything what goes wrong, if you deep down think about why it went wrong, the chances are it'll probably be because of yourself. Lead by example, never ask for or expect somebody to do something you are not willing to do yourself. See that happen all the time when people just palm the rubbish onto somebody else because they can't be arsed doing it themselves. Right? Don't expect somebody to do it if you're not willing to do it. As easy as that. There's no point going on this for too much. All right, and the last one is. This is one I like to read every day. I am destined for greatness, success, and there is no other option. I am going to succeed or die trying. I can achieve anything if I put my mind to it. Basically, what I mean by that is don't give up. Whatever your dream is or whatever's on your card, right now it might seem impossible. And it's probably a long road ahead, right? But as long as you just take everything step at a time, small steps, baby steps, just take your baby steps one step at a time, alright? Eventually, right, it might take you a year, it might take you 5 years, it might take you 10 years, who cares how long it takes, alright? As long as you get there to where you're wanting to go, whatever your dream is on here, if it's 10 million pound or whatever it is, alright? You're going to start small. But if you keep going, there's no way whatever you've put on there that you cannot achieve it. In fact, once you've got it on this card, you've already got it, because you keep working towards it until you achieve it. That's pretty much it. That's my 12 rules, and this is what I go by every single day, and I try to stick to it. I'm not saying I do it every single time, but the more I do it, the better you're going to get to it. So yeah, that's it. If you want to download it, I'll put a link below. You could take it, download it. If you want to go by these rules yourself and try and better yourself that way, please feel free to do so. If not, thank you very much for watching. See you later. I begin to